What's up, sweaties? How you guys doing? Hope you guys having a fantastic day. Welcome on in. Today is an event DGD, which is where we're going to be getting into different games. And an event game for today's stream. So for today, we're going to be starting off with S&Box, immediately getting into some development. So then we can play some S&Box games and the event game for today. Oh snap, let's get in to some S&Box. Let's go, because we've been figuring it out. We've been trying to see how does this stuff work, this plus this. I mean, it's all over. I was thinking more probably should just do our own game, I guess, because of how people are going to be making all their games. But then that one problem, which will be a problem that no one's foreseen, but maybe it's not going to be as much as a problem as I first thought, which is possible. Which is the main game list is just going to be oversaturated. Star Wars RP, Halo RP, but that kind of is the Gary's Mod list. So those things are going to like, people are going to bring them up, which is weird. I think it's Facepunch's fault for not making Sandbox sooner, so people could start making a framework onto that instead of separate. But because it's like, well, that's kind of annoying that the S&Box is just going to probably be mostly that. That's going to be the most successful ones, then some other games in a list, which is annoying. So it's like, what, get mine in? But it's like, mine, I've always had the problem with that. It's like, it's going to be called Dark RP. It's just a Dark RP framework. Easy RP, people won't join as much because it's not traditional Dark RP. So I call it Dark RP. When you search Dark RP, it's going to show Dark RP. So click it, but it's going to be like, wait, which one's Dark RP? And I knew that was going to be a problem, and it is. Which is annoying for users. So what they're going to do is click the one in the list, which is probably going to be DXRP. Oh, do you know what they did yesterday? Dude, I didn't even know. My spidey senses picked it up. The XRP finally opened up community servers. I don't think that's like full of the code, but like community server related stuff. Very fascinating. Because there was someone on the S&Box Reddit that was talking about it. Saying, asking for moderators and admins. Which is such a funny way of doing it. Because you never get anyone who's going to be passionate enough to do anything like that for you on that form. That's how you got to get like people who want to play your server. For that, especially the top roles. Bottom roles, not so much. It was like, yeah, but top roles, it's like those are big boys, and if you're treating them as like, if like an admin is basically like a moderator, what's the point? So they're trying to get that going. So I'm thinking, yeah, DXRP, I was right. They're trying to be both, which makes sense because I thought about it last night. DXRP is trying to be both Sandbox and Dark RP. Different from Gary's Mod. Different. Because they want to enhance the connection between both. Like with WireMod, right? So that's why they put the full thing, because why is that super smart? It's smart, but like it's, you know, it's a monopoly thing, which I don't like. But it's smart because for them, they get to basically control everything. Not only that, but basically score in the end. Because people will be like, oh, Sandbox? I want to play Dark RP. I want to play Sandbox. Even like Gary's mod Sandbox. I don't play Sandbox. But there will be people checking that though. So it's like, it's super interesting. I don't know what to do with that. Because like, make games gonna be on that list, Halo Wars, all that stuff, minus this one, and like, it's a Dark RP framework. Which is going to be a thing, but it's going to be like, could have like, in the beginning, it's going to be Sandbox, like with everybody getting in first. It's going to be Sandbox. It's going to be DXRP most likely, because they got grandfathered in. The Dark RP guy is going to be in, so that's going to be there. Probably like one server with 20 people. This could be like server with like 50 people, so people will tend to join that because it's got a higher number. That's a big like influx thing. So boom, they get into that first, kind of see how it is. It probably will dip into their own, and then server owners who probably would want probably Dark RP, because Dark RP has the official until DXRP changes their queue menu to the official Sandbox queue menu, but they probably won't for a hot minute. It just really depends. I don't know what they're focused on right now. Then the next one after that is going to be like the Star Wars RP. After that, Halo RP. Then you have like my framework type thing, right? So it'd be like Dark RP. It'd be Dark RP, Dark RP. So I guess I call mine AGRP, Action Graph RP. I guess. And it's like, it's the same struggle that I've had the whole time, because I know people are going to outpace me. Which, I'm not trying to race in that. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like watching a marathon, but also, I'm watching a marathon, I'm watching sprinters do like the sprint and timing, and I'm like doing it on my own after they're gone, and getting better times. Like, no joke. Because I've already seen their freaking frameworks. And I know, and I thought about it. It's going to be so not fun. Because where the server's probably going to go in a Dark RP one. It's not going to be fun to put my framework on top of it because of all the same files. But I could do it. It would be the same problem. And I can't, like, target it. I just keep thinking back to that. And it's like, well then, oh, man, it's so stupid because it's all Facepunch's fault for not taking Garry's Mod too serious. They didn't want to do the quote-unquote cliche thing, but it actually was the right thing to do. You know, like Black Ops and Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. It rightfully deserved Black Ops 2. Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4, Modern Warfare, Black Ops 1, 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 3, all were great. Ghosts, all were great. So like, yeah, you could sequel, but they didn't want that mindset. So it's super annoying because like I'm thinking about it now, I'm like, oh man. But Sandbox is always going to be up there until it's not. But it's just, I'm hoping they open up servers in there. Because someone has already, like, done that with, like, the Sandbox, I'm not even launching it, my bad. The Sandbox Lite server. What was it called? Or, like, it was a fan-made one, or what now we played. Had the menu, it looked more like Garry's Mod. That had its own server list, so it's like, I could pull the servers onto that server list, and filter them, I guess, based upon what variable. What server, there's like a server variable? What is like, I really just got to see a dedicated server thing, or maybe like run my own, but it's like, that's not enough. I got to run a dedicated server on a server, like dedicated server, not no my PC server thing, no. Because I need to see how you target, when it's in the real environment, how do you target, how does it work? Specifically, I want to experiment. Can I really just, in Dark RP, just bring my framework in? or DXRP, because that's all I do. I'll just like fully wipe their stuff and just target my stuff in my project. But to do that wouldn't be that annoying, and it would actually be very awesome if you could do that. But I bet you can't, because I bet FaZe Punch doesn't want games to mingle like that, because you would have like, you could also vice versa, a Sandbox server and the Dark RP server. Also, theoretically, you could already have that. Like a, you can put your Sandbox server in the Dark RP server and vice versa. Well, yeah, but no. Well, yeah. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting like less confident that they're gonna do it, FaZe Punch. So like, but then like, I'm going to be competing with all of those modes. Unless I really just say, hey, I'm making this. And everybody's like, oh, cool. I don't know what to do. I guess, well, either way, this is like important because it's useful. It legit is. You legit have to do things differently. It's not the same way of doing it in the other way, which is very freaking weird. Because then we're over here trying to really pump things up, really get things going. We're placing this, doing this, getting this over here, do. And it's like, oh, actually, you can't target this. You can't do this. You can't actually do that. And it's in the cloud. It's like, oh, man. But it being in the cloud is the most baller thing, though. Because of every other plus. That's like the only negative of it being in the cloud. It really is. That and, I guess, like, internet connection. That. But I wonder how that works with the Sandbox, because it's in the cloud, but it's in your, which is weird. The files are in your computer, but it's like encrypted in a way, I think. Well, yeah, it's like they're there, but they're not. But when you launch it, it like places it and syncs it. It's weird. It's a cool thing. It's actually really cool. And I bet you that probably is some server performance of some way of, like, you gotta pay for that. Because there's no way that doesn't, like, cost them in some way. And we're not paying them for that, and they never will have that payment thing. So they're just gonna be doing that out of pocket. But it is FaZe Punch, so maybe that's why they want those 20s. I know they need it. They don't need it, but they need it to help boost. It is interesting timing when they're doing the FOMO stuff, and now like Sandbox 0.1 to 0.5, same stuff, but 0.5 to 0.8. That's when they started like getting that stuff in, and they doubled/tripled their dev team for Sandbox. Like legit, got Carson Compson in, like a dude who was just like working on Sandbox, like with like stuff in the back of the day. Got him in, got like important players in, and getting them to work. And we're seeing the results. We're going to see even more. We're going to see more here in a few days, guaranteed. Unless they're waiting for the next one to be the big one, but I would love it to be the, like, all release and new stuff, let's go, guys, come back in, look, boom, 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 you know, all that type of stuff. Because, you know, to get more players in the games and whatnot for everybody. But, so yeah, very, very fascinating. This is still very useful, though, too, because it still is going to be exactly what Gary's Mod is. This Sandbox is a separate thing. That's the weird part. It's like Gary's Mod, but it's not Gary's Mod. Sandbox isn't Gary's Mod because Sandbox doesn't have no game. Like, the platform isn't a game. It's something that you launch to show you the games that were made in it. And one of them is Gary's Mod 2, because there is literally no game. So you can't call it a game. It's a game engine. Or a game platform, it's not an engine. The engine is the editor. The editor is actually technically a separate executable. So you don't click the same thing, so it's not even the same thing. the editor versus the platform. So for the editor, we have that. That's going to be the housing for a game. So you're like, I'm not just going to be Star Wars RP. If they're their own game, not going to be just competing with other game modes. They're games that are like role-play games. It's going to be competing with mowing simulator. It's going to be competing with all of those things. So if like a Battlefield game pops off, and skips all those games because it's like the top player for like that week or month, you're getting less players for that week or month compared if you're in the actual proper stuff. So I guarantee any of those other servers, all the other variants are going to get wiped. So I'm preparing this for longevity. And it's just, there's no way that doesn't happen because that stuff costs money monthly. I mean, people can pay it out. I mean, hey, if you're a bankroller, you know, you're an oiler, you make thousands, tens, it could be hundreds. Because it's just like 20 to 40 bucks depending on the server size, but probably mid-range, so like around 30, because 20 is like around 20 people, 30 people, which is a good, like a good average server. It really is. The large servers are like 60 plus. It really is. But this is good in source. This is probably going to be double that because of how optimized and how big the maps are. Just like we've seen with like the XRP, the one that they use, right? You can house 60 people in that. The main map for like 8 years straight was RP Downtown V2. No one used really anything else for that many years in Gary's mod. Everybody loved it, and it was only like a 20-player map. And that's kind of the best thing about it. The smaller the map, the more crammed everybody is, the more you see everybody, the more action there is. So there's a takeaway there. That's why Evo City, the big maps, like legit, that map's super large, but you got your city and you got just different areas you drive through tunnels. So you go through tunnels. If you don't want to go through tunnels, you're just in the city. People just really, they like the map, they really do, but it's empty because people are like all the way over there, all the way over there. But for those servers and how stuff would run internally with Gary's mod, like if you know Unreal Engine Insights and the performance metrics, there was an add-on with our server host that we could download that they made for us to track the server performance of Gary's mod. And the doors, all the doors within the default Dark RP map, each one of them costed 2 MS. I'm not even joking. Each one in Gary's mod. 2 MS. Ugh. And this, it's not that at all. It's like 0.2. Well, I wonder exactly. No. Well, not per. Like, total, probably 1 MS. For, like, the equal amount of doors. This was 2 MS per door. It was when they opened. And a lot of doors always get opened. Like, a lot. So it's not just like one, okay, that's cool. No, it's doors, PD, doors, this door, locking, unlocking. People and bases on the whole server because it's a server. So it's a server logic to replicate the server movement of the door, which goes to the server, which then performance. So you see the server spike when people do that. I'm like, what's lagging my server? It's the doors. So I got to increase my server performance because people are using doors. I had to. And it's just like, okay, here, you're not going to have to, you're going to have that problem, but they've already optimized that greatly with the servers already. So that means that problem, not here. Plus, it's going to get better. So that's like, that's crazy. Which means more server, or more bigger servers to expect. So a 20-player server is probably low end. And why is that crazy? Because it's going to be like at least 75 cents to $1.25 per player slot for servers on Sandbox. Any game. Unless the server host knows how to adjust per thing. But they probably won't because they don't got the technology and they won't adjust for that most likely. So it's going to be a basis of that. Which means for a 40-player server that people are going to be wanting more because you can have that more is 40 bucks a month. 60 players, 60 bucks a month. No one's playing your server. So 60 times 12, 40 times 12, 40 times 24, 60 times 24. That's the months. That stuff adds up quick. Just even with 20 times 12 is a lot of money if you just don't have that, like, excess of, like, I could burn it. I could just burn it. I mean, if it's fine if it, because you could treat it as, like, a premium, like, Netflix subscription. But especially back in the day, the server prices were still like that. For Gary's Mod server, it's 75 cents a slot, which was like 20 bucks a month for like what we would want, and plus, like in the beginning, then we had to go like near 35 to 40. And so if you like, and minimum donation for like VIP was 10 bucks. So you had to get like 3 people to donate to kind of equal out that pay for that month. Which, that's why that type of stuff is going to be very hurtful in this, in the end. So then people are going to Sandbox, people are going to Dark RP, people are going to those, and unfortunately I think the XRP, it just sucks that they get to have that because they took the most greedy route possible, and it worked, and it's like, ugh. I don't like that. Disgusting. But I completely understand it, but it's disgusting. So it makes me not really want to use that, so I'm going to be playing Dark RP. And that will be there unless something bad happens to it. Which then... because I can't fork the project and make it my project, because it's a different game. Does it work like that? Possibly, does it? I don't know. Wait, that is a great question. If I am... how does that work? That is a great question. Hold up, let me open up Sandbox. Can I upload it? I don't think so. So if you download the GitHub, this is what you would get, because I downloaded the GitHub. Can we download it? Or package it, you know what I mean? Like that? Like, I don't think so. Because I'm like, if I fork it and completely, like, do the thing I did with Dark RP, and just wipe everything in the Dark RP framework and just put mine, so my server could go into his server list and not use his framework, which is good. It's just, dude, it's no way that you say mine's like inferior. If we're talking about people, like, people don't like coding that stuff. It's gonna be easier, which then, and people are more into it nowadays. A lot of people have learned from other games and stuff. But yo, welcome, Miss Wendy. Sorry, we're going into big boy discussions because we're running a little late today, but that's alright. Hope you sweaties. Hey, we got our jam restocked. Come on in. Gotta create reasons to bring people to centralized point, whether it's events or it's main businesses run. Yeah. And no server would do that. Because people think that can just run by itself. Which it can't. Well, it can. You need that. You need those players. That's why it's so important if you're one moderator, or if you yourself abuse your powers in some way that they don't like, they just won't play your server. So if someone like me is a great role player, I won't play your server. Which means when you're offline, I won't be making people do things in like I'm a little pizza guy. That's like in a little event. It really is. A hidden, what's something that's like very popular that I've encountered is like a fight club. People would create a fight club with Citizen. It was like pretty popular. I wonder if it was a video, but I remember like everybody began to do it like all at once in all these servers. Is they would go Citizen without even a job, and they would advert a fight club, but like do it in like the fight club way. It'd be like low key, and they would do it always in like in this one place on downtown. And they would set up a fighting ring by creating it and have people use the fists and fight each other.